Okay, no problem. Then I leave the floor to my co-chairman, Federico Deodato, to introduce the next speaker.
Thank you, everybody. So we are coming to the real heart of the session. Basically, as we have already done in the past years, we are going to, broadly speaking, we are going to divide the speeches into the two sides of marine insurance which are more relevant. One is P&I and the other one is hull. We have then a very large and qualified panel of owners and insurers and on both P&I and hull. So the idea was, given we are slightly short of time, is that each of the speakers will have his own speech, and we were thinking that if there is any question in relation to that speech or that presentation, it happens immediately after the intervention instead of going to the end of the session for questions. So if there is any question or any panelist who wish to intervene, we would like it to happen at the end of every speech. Insofar as the P&I side or the liability side of the session, we will have Christopher Brown, who is the underwriting director of the UK P&I Club. He's going to entertain us on the international group reinsurance contract. There is a lot to be said, a lot of technical stuff, but what Chris will try to say is what is really important for the ship owner in that respect. Then we are going to have Maurizio Dardani, a very well-known lawyer, and he's going to touch on a very interesting thing, which is, say, how ships or offshore units or platforms are going to be are considered from the point of view of liability for oil pollution. His question is very interesting. Are these two worlds really worlds apart? We then have Mike Salthouse, Deputy Global Director of the North of England. Mike has already been addressing this floor a few years ago on the subject of sanctions, and despite it may seem a repetition, we have asked him to please come back and tell us where we are on sanctions, because that is a very relevant issue for all of our clients. And this is completing the P&I side. Mauro, you will probably want to have a couple of words on... I carry on myself? Okay. We then have, on the hull side, we have the pleasure of having Patrizia Kern-Ferretti from Swiss Re. She's going to tell us about the global marine, the status of the global marine market. We're going to have John Wick. I don't think John needs any presentation at all. And we're going to have Sean Winter, who is a consultant to Francesco Lauro for health, safety, and security environment. He's going to entertain us on crisis management. Having said that, and asking you all, please, to try to be as disciplined as possible, I would hand over to Chris for his own presentation.